You know, when I hear builders talk about estimating, they refer to it, like it's the cost of doing business. But it's not referred to like a normal cost. It's like some mysterious, magical, non-cost cost. It's not like insurance. You got to pay that bill. Or you got to get your license as a contractor, or, you may have to pay your attorney to review contracts. Those are costs, but estimating, it's just a cost of doing business. But it's not a magical cost. It's a real cost. And any cost of doing business is an expense. And every expense must be offset with income in order to make a profit. That's what Business 101. That's pretty basic. And I think if you really sat down and tracked that cost of doing business, what those sales calls cost you, what the time you spend estimating costs you, the company. Again, as I said in a post earlier, what is your billing rate? Put a dollar value to it and do the math. Track it as an overhead expense. You're going to find out it is most likely your single largest expense in the company. It's not like skiing and you fall down occasionally. It's not just the price you got to pay. It's a real expense. And it's such a large impact on the overhead of your company that you've got to focus on it. You've got to decide how to manage that. Now, managing how much copy paper you buy is not going to make a real impact at the end of the year. Spending a week focusing on how can I spend less money on copy paper is a waste of time. You're going to spend more money trying to just buy the paper. But that's not true with your sales and estimating costs. This is a real expense, an expense that needs to be managed. You've got to compensate it for somehow. Either your markup has got to cover this cost, or you've got to rethink how you sell your services, that you get compensated for that time and that effort. You've got to be compensated somehow. It's just, where does it plug in? And you have to know where it plugs in. You're the business owner. Nobody else is working on this little problem for you. This is yours to solve, and it's a big one to solve, and it's important to solve because it dictates how you do business, how you interact with your customers, and ultimately, how much profit do you make at the end of the year? So I'd really like you to think this through. What does it mean? It's just the cost of doing business. It's a real cost, guys, and it's a big one. If you want to know how you can get paid for your estimating time, for those sales calls, for that detailed proposal that goes down drywall sheet by drywall sheet, square feet of roofing, click on the link in the comments below. I've got the roadmap. I can show you step by step how to go through that sales call from the initial phone call right down to the signed construction contract and get paid for it. You don't just deserve to get paid for it. You need to get paid for it. Somehow, somewhere. You decide how it's going to happen, but you can't ignore it. I'll talk to you soon. I hope this helps. Have a great day. Bye.